Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 17 of the Hollow Knight walkthrough. So, once I get my notes up, let's see here. Okay. We're gonna come down here. And you're gonna want to make sure you have soul for this part. So you might need to come over here and kill some of the enemies. But we're gonna want a descending dark into this area over here. There is a bomber over here. Watch out for that. There's another one over there. Oh gosh, okay. And then there's a bunch of these guys over here. So be careful. Oh no. Okay. So once you deal with them, we're not coming over here yet, but we can. Oh no. Okay. There's 3 of those ugly things over there. Hold on. So, there's this big area over here that has a bunch of those enemies. Over here, there's nothing. There's nothing over here. So you're gonna want to come through this area where there's like a bunch of enemies. And then down here, there's some more enemies. Oh no! Okay. Man, I am not being careful here. Oh no! Okay. Man, I am not being careful. But we're gonna follow down this corridor over here. And then there's these kind of like bug things over here, or larvae, that you can hit, and it'll grant you soul. So, if you hit them in grand masses, then you'll be able to get a bunch of soul. And then over here, in this secret passage, then once we go swim in the water, this is Flukemarm, or Flukemarm. Now, currently, it won't bother us because we're not bothering it. But once we hit it, it will engage in a battle. And this is kind of like a DPS race because while you're attacking it, it will spawn flukes, those flying things. So we're gonna want to kill it as fast as possible. Because as you can see, it spit out 2. So you're going to want to kill it fast. So I would recommend using Vengeful Soul. So I would do that. And then up here, we get the Fluke Nest Charm. Now, this thing is controversial because before one of the patches, it dealt an insane amount of damage. Because when you equip this charm, let's see here. When you equip this charm, it transforms your vengeful spirit into a horde of baby flukes. And each of those baby flukes did the same amount of damage of your vengeful spirit before the patch, which was insane amount of damage. But after a certain patch, they nerfed it. So it's not as powerful as it was before. So it's still controversial as if it's still a good, a charm. So yeah. So people are still thinking if it's a good charm or not. Then we're gonna come up here. Oh no! Oh gosh, why do I keep doing that to myself? And this is kind of like a quick shortcut over here. So now you can quickly just come over here. Also, those flukes are impervious to water, so if you're like in the water and you're careful, you'll be able to survive. So, also those flying flukes, they kind of just like respawn. So, but the big ones you don't have to worry about. It's only these ones that respawn. Feel like I'm missing something. Okay. We might have a problem. Not entirely sure. Need to remember where we need to go. Not there. Ah, yes. Okay, so we're gonna come back to the bench. Those things are gonna be there. We're gonna rest. Because by doing that, we're gonna get our map more uncovered. Yeah, sorry. So, what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to stick to the right. And we're gonna want to continue going right, just this way. And we just want to continue going down, sticking to like the lower parts of the map. And then we're gonna come down this hole over here. There's more of these guys over here. Oh, that's cool. So, sometimes when you kill an enemy, when you have the dream nail, you get 1 essence from it. So that's what just happened over there. So from now on, don't go in these waters, because the waters are actually acidic. And will kill anything that steps into it, or goes into it. So, yeah, don't go in there, because when you go in it, you lose a life, and that's just not fun. So, where these obvious crystals are, we're going to crystal dash. Actually, wait, hold on. No, okay. It's just some random path. So we're gonna crystal dash. We're gonna go through that spiky hallway, and then we're gonna stop. We're then going to crystal dash over here. And over here, as you can see over there, there is a rancid egg spot. Over here, there is a soul statue. Over here, there's more of these balloon type enemies. Ooh! And as you can see, I went into the acidic waters, which are not fun. Ah. Ooh. So yeah. Over here, there's a bomber. And there's also a rancid egg that we can pop up or get. There's a lot of these things. Like, a lot. We're then going to come up here. And go to the left. There's this guy over here guarding a geo crate. Above us, there's another dude who's not really guarding anything. He's kind of just here. Up here, we're gonna come into here. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. We're going to wall jump up here. You can monarch's wings, but you're just gonna want to come up here and hit this lever. Now she's kind of just like here, and she's kind of just like laughing. But basically what we did is we made a shortcut to the City of Tears. Okay, that was close. That was very close. Oh, no. Okay. So, after you do that, we're gonna come back down here. Go down this area. And we're gonna want to come up here. And now this sign over here is only those who prove their honor in combat may enter the grove beyond, the defender. Because we defeated the dung defender last episode, we hit the lever, and there used to be an acidic pool over here. But that's not here anymore. So, we're able to come through. There are these flying guys. Thankfully, they're the lesser versions of them. They're not the spike thrower ones, which I hate. One of these holes leads down into, like, a fighting area. Yeah, okay. Can't remember if there's anything else. Before we go into it, just gonna quickly check to see if I missed anything. Ooh. Okay. Alright, that's it. Alright. So now we're gonna fight another gauntlet of City of Tears enemies. So those knights and flying dudes, we're gonna be fighting some more of them. And you should be able to, with the descending dart, you should be able to easily kill them. Because descending dart is just an overpowered spell. But we're gonna come down here. And we are inside Isma's grove. Ooh. And we're gonna kind of go to the right. And over here is Isma's tear. Now, acid shall be repelled. Now we can swim in acidic waters without harm being done to us. So now we can swim in any body of water. No matter what happens, we will be fine. So, we're gonna swim underneath this area over here. We're gonna save the little grub that's stuck in here. We'll also get the grub friend charm from saving that little grub. Might actually go to the grub area. Because I think there's some good stuff we can get over there. But now that we got Isma's tear, this is all the notes I have left for the episode. So now that we have Isma's tear, we can come over here. And over here is the grove. So we could have just swam over here, but I wanted to get the grub. So now we can safely swim in these acidic waters. And now we're heading back. Wait, actually, hold on. We're not heading back. Actually, we're not heading back to that. Oh, gosh. We're not heading back to that one over there. That chest. That bench. But we're going to kind of go through the dots. Oh, gosh. We're gonna wanna... okay, I'm gonna kill myself while doing this, but whatever. We're gonna wanna kind of stop. Ooh, right there. Yeah, that's perfect. And now... why is that? Okay. Now... I don't know why that's up there. No! Oh, okay. We're just gonna go back to the City of Tears. Grace. No, not Grace. Not Grace. I meant bench. Gosh, I've been playing way too much Elden Ring recently. Ooh. Ooh, watch out. So now we're over here. Why didn't I think of that? I thought we would just have to go back to the original site. Not site. Why do I keep thinking Elden Ring terms? Gosh. I've been playing Elden Ring on my free time. And I've been doing this also during my free time, doing this walkthrough. Kind of juggling 2 games at once. Okay. So, how are we doing on time? I feel like I've said that a bunch of times the best. Okay. So, before we end off with the video, it is actually good to know. Good to know. Okay. But before we end off with the video, we're gonna go to the Grub Hub in the Forgotten Crossroads. But they're not really the Forgotten Crossroads anymore, sadly. After we beat the Broken Vessel, our starter area, I'm actually gonna buy this simple key because we are gonna need it for later. But is Bretta? Oh yeah, Bretta is gone. Never mind. Okay. But let me see. Quickly just checking to see if there's anything I can buy. I can buy these are cheap, and I don't want to be sitting on Geo for too much. This is the last thing I can buy from her.
Bapanada.
I've already bought so much. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go down this well, but as you can see, if you look hard enough, you can see that there's like an orange mist coming from the crossroads. And once we go inside, we are no longer in the crossroads, the Forgotten Crossroads. We're now in the infected crossroads. A much more unforgiving place than the first one. Also, those cute little venge flies that you were fighting earlier, they are now out for blood, and you have to use 3 hits to kill them, which is crazy. And also these things, they're practically now infection balloons, and everything you kill that's infected just explodes. So, yeah, this place becomes a bit of a nightmare. But inside the Grub's home, they are safe. So we're gonna kind of wait for Grubfather to spit out all of this Geo, and also give us some nice items. That's about 515 Geo. We'll also get a Hollowness seal, which we can get for more money. But yeah, as you can see, these things are so much tankier now. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. And we were one-shotting them earlier, like, when this place wasn't infected. So we'll be delving into this place near the end of the game. Not because of how it's just, like, unforgiving. But, like, it's just kind of hard to deal with this kind of area. There is one thing I might want to try real quick, because I'm not sure if we're gonna pull it off, but it's good to experiment. But there is a hidden enemy in the game that the only way to kill him is to break a sign. And once you break said sign, actually it might not be the best time to do it, but once you break said sign, it will be able to spawn. But it has a very low spawn rate. And the best way to kill it is to break this sign over here, come up here, and then Descending Dark. And as you can see, this sign was repaired. So basically, in order to kill the enemy, you have to Descending Dark multiple times to kill it. I doubt we're gonna, yeah. And he's very rare to spawn. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Probably did that for a reason. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna rest that dirt mouth. I realized that I think I made a mistake. The next episode, we are going into a place called... We're gonna be adventuring the beginnings of a place called Kingdom's Edge. But we're gonna be doing another area first before we do that.